Hey everyone, I'm Farah and today I have a special guest, my brother. He's an engineer and we're going to see how precalculus plays a big role in his work. Rida, can you introduce yourself and tell us what do you do?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Rida Al Sheikh. I work as a site mechanical engineer in a construction company in Qatar. My job is to execute the construction work related to mechanical on site and make sure the design fits the actual requirement.
That sounds really interesting. So, as an engineer, math must be a big part of your work, right?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so I shared a precalculus topic list with you. I would like you to check this list and tell me what topics do you use most in your work.
Mostly we use functions and their graphs and exponential functions.
That's really cool. Now let's break it down and see how these topics actually apply to your work. Can you give an example of a real project where you had to use function and their graphs? And I believe you shared some formulas with me and photos. Can we also go through these?
Yes, sure. So in the photo, we can see a graph showing the relation between the head and the volume flow.
Mhm.
This graph is actually each pump have a certain curve. So when we are selecting a pump and we know our requirement, we just match our requirement and see which pump curve fits to our requirement to know that this pump is will be the good selection.
Okay. Can you give another example for a real project where you use exponential functions? I also believe you also shared a photo for this one.
Yes, so in this you can see this function, which is to calculate the pressure loss in the pipelines.
Mhm.
So basically, when we have a potable water network and we need to calculate the pressure loss in this pipe, we know that everything in the pipeline will have friction, and this will introduce a pressure loss. So, for example, if our pumps are generating, for example, 3.5 bars, this at the end of the network, the 3.5 bars wouldn't stay the same because of pressure loss. The pressure will drop for a certain amount. So to calculate this pressure loss, we use this formula, which is which is in a function of the pipe length, the pipe coefficient, which differ on the material of this pipe, and the pipe diameter.
Wow, I never realized how much math goes into engineering. But I have to ask you, was learning all this difficult?
Actually, it comes with practice. Nothing is really difficult. Just you practicing these functions and implementing them on site. It will be easier for you to understand anything.
Are you ready? Pourers, mixers, jelly bits, candy shells, popping candy. Come on! Try new marvelous creations from Cadbury Dairy Milk. Enjoy the show.
لأن كريم محضرة من القشطة والحليب الطازج، طعمها لا مثيل له. كيري كيري كيري. الآن كيري في علبة جديدة، استمتعوا بدهنها وتلذذوا بطعمها على الفطور. كيري كيري كيري.
Okay, so basically engineering uses graph and their functions and exponential functions. Uh, without these topics, wouldn't be would it be as accurate or efficient?
No, for sure, each calculation in the engineering need to be based on the calculus and equations. So the basic things in the engineering are actually related to to math. So anything in calculation, even different disciplines like civil engineering, electrical engineering, all would come back to math in some way to make the to make the calculation required for designing the requirements.
Okay, so for students who are struggling with pre-calculus, do you have any advice for them?
Sure. Mainly, there are 3 points to to strengthen yourself in pre-calculus. First thing is to strengthen your algebra skills. Make sure you are comfortable with factoring, exponents, solving equations, and manipulating expressions. Second thing is to understand the concept, not just the procedures. So you need to understand what's going on. Don't just memorize anything. And third thing, and which is I feel the most important, is to practice and practice and practice.
That was very nice. I never thought of pre-calculus had such impact on engineering. Thank you, Rida, and that it was a pleasure having you today.
Thank you so much.